Dog's following me everywhere I go. I'm at the store. Who's your puppy? Stay out of the road. It's right over there. I see red. Then I have tomatoes. And that one's bad. Yo. Well, let's see how much of this is salvageable. This one's good. That one's good. Come here. I need a pocket. Hey, I have a pocket right here. Yeah. They're also edible, believe it or not.
Can you hold on to it?
That's a weird shape for a tomato. It looks like a pumpkin. Honey! Where'd you go? Amanda? Amanda? This one's good.
Mommy!
I don't know what that ring is around the top. Oh, wait. Is that a hole? Maybe we can just slice that part off. I think it's good. I am deeming it so. Oh, wow. I'm getting another harvest of strawberries coming in. Huh. That's cool. I have seeds for carrots, lettuce, and broccoli. But it is now the month of August on the Gregorian calendar. And I think I was... Ooh, what's that? Not really sure what that is. That's a crane. Something like that. And I was going to plant them, but I think I was supposed to plant them in July. I don't want to run the risk of trying to plant them and they fail, so I think I'm going to wait a year and try that.
It's your heart disease, it's high blood pressure, it's diabetes.
6 tomatoes. Out of the 11 that were on the vine, 6 made it so far. That's one way to sleep. I am making homemade ramen. Gotta boil this chicken broth, I think it is. Yeah. And the recipe I'm following actually calls for bamboo shoots, but I'm going to be using palm hearts because I figured it's the core of a tree, so maybe that should work. I have some seaweed I'm going to put in it. They call it nori. I absolutely love Japanese cuisine and things like that, as long as it's kosher. And actually this recipe calls for like pork slices, and that's one thing I'm going to omit. But I'm, trying to expand on what I can do. There we go. Haha, there we go. Oh, that's cool. I've never, ever had a palm core. Surprisingly good. And that is seaweed. And there we have it. My homemade Japanese ramen. My first bite of my homemade ramen.
Did you put pepper in it? I don't like pepper.
I didn't put pepper in it. This is really good though. It's very good. I'm impressed with it. Spinach. Seaweed. I like it. See, the ramen they sell, like yakisoba and other top ramen, noodle buckets and all that kind of stuff. They're noodles, but they're not traditional Japanese. Plus, they have like a ton of sodium in them. So this is a healthy alternative just to do it, yourself. And you can determine how much sodium you put in it. And it's really good. I am actually really into Japanese stuff. But I just like hearing about the culture and look at things. I've actually been learning Japanese for a number of years, off and on. And I used to have a Japanese friend, and we would talk about different things. But she actually grew up like the first couple of years in Japan, then she moved to Canada, all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting getting to know her and everything. But there's also a Messianic movement in Japan, which is pretty interesting. I'm actually trying to push for making contact with a few of them there. There are a few there that actually speak English, so that would be really cool if I could connect with them. And a lot of them also know Hebrew and things like that. And it's kind of cool too to learn back in kind of somewhat ancient Japan, learning of different missionaries that were allowed into Japan, because no outside religions were allowed in the region at that time. But it was either Musashi or what was the other guy's name? Yojimbo, I think, maybe? I can't remember. Or Masamune. No, he was a sword master. Anyways, one of them actually allowed missionaries to come into Japan and speak the message of the Hebrew scriptures. So that was really cool. But there's actually a big movement there, and I don't think it's banned like it is in China, though China is the largest growing one, so it's pretty cool. I should take a tour of my home, show you all the Asian-y things we have, because my wife's actually been to China. I've barely been outside of America, but, I've been to Tortuga in the Caribbean, but it didn't last long. But, I mean, it's nice. If you live there, it's a nice place, don't get me wrong. But I would love to go to, like, Japan one day and stuff. I'll give you a little sampling of some of the Japanese now. I'll say, my name is Michael, I am an American. Mikuro desu, watashi wa American desu. It's a fun language. Yeshua Daisuki. I love Yeshua. Alright, this is mostly Amanda's stuff. Sorry, I don't have better light over here. She really loves pandas. Panda. She's been to New Zealand also. Chinese cup. We have things like this. That's the kanji for love. It's love in Japanese is suki. I think what's cool is kanjis, they're supposed to be kind of like pictures, kind of like Hebrew too, but if you look at this one, it kind of looks like a flower, in my opinion. One of my grandmothers gave me that. Pretty cool. That means tranquility, and to me, like I said, a kanji is a picture symbol. Looks like a guy just kind of sitting on a bench or something, relaxing. He's tranquil. Got these things hanging up. They're those kind of shoes they would wear in rice paddies and stuff. Got that when I was a teenager. It's a Japanese haori. I'm not sure, but I think they would wear that under their samurai armor. That's one of those hats. You've seen me wearing that before. It means serenity. I have the bamboo. This one's not doing too good. One of my favorite katanas. I used to collect these a lot. There's a display up there. Those are swords. I have about somewhere between 7 and 10 swords. I used to collect a lot. And there was one point I actually bought these when I was a teenager. Barbarian axe. It has a steel wire grip. It's actually pretty comfortable. Not that I would use it. Amanda like I said, is into pandas. There's another one of her panda things. I think she watched the guy paint this in China. It's a picture of Mount Fuji. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16, New International Version, or the nearly inspired version. Now we go down. There it is in Chinese! Asian looking clock I bought a long time ago. One of my grandmothers also gave me that. Pretty cool. And then this one I believe is actually in Japanese. Let's see. I'm not really sure. What are you doing?
Bouncing this on the head.
You're cute.